Prince William showed off his mother Diana's famous compassion today as he hugged the mother of a murdered teenager. The Royal, 41, marked the launch of the Royal Foundation Community Impact Project as he made the trip to the Hideaway Youth Project, lead partner of the Manchester Peace Together Alliance, in Moss Side today. He was seen hugging Barbara Reed, mother of Jesse James, a teenager shot dead in 2006 in a park in Moss Side, after listening to her statement in front of Jesse's wall. In a touching moment at Moss Side Millennium Powerhouse, William was also seen being given a friendship bracelet by a young girl. The visit comes on the same day Peter Morgan's program has come out with the heartbreaking storyline outlining the last days of his mother's life. The Prince of Wales opted for a casual blazer and trousers, teamed with a cerulean blue jumper and brown suede shoes. William also met another mother who had lost her child to violence, Audrey Preston, 57, whose 21-year-old son was killed 3 years ago. She said, "I think it's important he came into Moss Side to listen to our stories. When I was told he was coming I thought, wow, why would he want to come and listen to me?" Lots of kids get murdered in this area and nobody cares really about the families, we're just left to our own devices, so it's good he came, good for the community. Earlier he enjoyed a game of pool and smiled and chatted with volunteers. He appeared in high spirits and looked very focused on a game of pool during the visit as observers took photos. The future king was asked whether he wanted to join the art project, where the children were cutting out hairstyles they thought were empowering and positive, and replied, "I am literally the last person you should ask." "My hair is disappearing." Elsewhere the prince laughed along while posing for pictures with young people at the center. Later, he sat down with some children trying their hand at arts and crafts. Amir Hassan, 11, made William laugh when he asked him, "How much do you have in your bank account?" And the schoolboy said afterwards the future king had quipped he didn't know. The future king was asked whether he wanted to join the art project, where the children were cutting out hairstyles they thought were empowering and positive, and replied, "I am literally the last person you should ask." "My hair is disappearing." He has joined forces with Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham to support the initiative with £100,000 of funding. During today's visit he will hear about the work of the Manchester Peace Together Alliance, which will receive £50,000 from his Royal Foundation. The second half was matched by Mr. Burnham, who took part in the visit. The pot will be used to create an employment, skills and training program for young people who are at risk of violence. It's a first for the Alliance, a community-led initiative combating the underlying causes of youth violence with targeted mentoring and activities. Mr. Burnham expressed his delight to work with the Prince. We know that working with partners and communities to provide opportunities for young people to engage in positive activity is the most effective way to ensure young people do not get involved with crime or violence, he said. We're committed to doing all we can to stop crime and violence, and the development of a dedicated employment, skills, and training program for young people at risk of violence, and partnership between the Alliance, Manchester City Council, the business community and Royal Foundation will certainly support this. The 3-year project has seen the Alliance working for the first time with the private sector, which has committed to providing work shadowing, apprenticeships and employment for young people. Julie Wharton, director at the Hideaway Youth Project and a senior member of the Alliance, said, "All of us at the Manchester Peace Together Alliance are absolutely delighted by the initiative being launched today." At the Hideaway we place ourselves at the center of the community and Moss Side so we can understand the needs of our young people and ensure we are doing all we can to prevent them from being impacted by the devastation that youth violence can bring. William's visit comes as Netflix has come out with the emotional first 4 episodes covering the tragic car crash in Paris that killed Princess Diana in August 1997 alongside her lover Dodi and their chauffeur Henri Paul, and the royal family's reaction to it, as well as the summer holiday Diana and Dodi enjoyed in Saint-Tropez prior to the tragedy. The Paris scenes were shot in the French capital, while a yacht was hired for the Saint-Tropez scenes, although these were actually filmed in Majorca. The new season shows Dominic West, who plays Prince Charles, telling the boys that their mother has died. "Morning, darling," he first tells William. "I am afraid you're going to have to be very brave." The prince appears at the end of the bed and later, the camera captures close-up of Harry's face, looking shocked with tears in his eyes. Prince William is seen standing at the foot of his brother's bed, although it's understood that in reality the boys were told separately. Harry described being alone in his bedroom at Balmoral in his memoir Spare when Prince Charles relayed the news. In the book he wrote about how his father, who was then the Prince of Wales, sat him down on a bed before breaking the news.